Hey everyone, it's Ryan Howe with Small Business News. I got a good one for you today. We're going to talk about fauxductivity. I tell you, just this time in the business world is absolutely hilarious. We're just trying to come up with new words to redefine things that we've already been talking about forever and a day. And again, it's just slacking off at work. But this time we're talking about managers. It's pretty interesting. So for those who don't know, this is the program where I share just some of the information I share with my clients every single day. I'm a business coach who works out of West Michigan and around the country, and I hope to earn your subscription today. So let's jump right into it here. This is from HR Drive. Again, links are going to be in the description down in that general area, so be sure to check that out. Almost 4 in 10 leaders admit to fauxductivity, work human finds. Yeah, if 4 in 10 are admitting to it, it's probably somewhere around 8 and 10. Just putting it out there. Anyways, the phenomenon could be a symptom of poor culture, creating a toxic cycle, or performative productivity and productivity anxiety. Man, these folks like their P words in this thing. All right, and this is by Laurel Kulzer. Mouse jiggling, falsifying timesheets, work humans findings about fauxductivity. Man, I'm going to be glad when I don't have to say this again. Tap into what business and HR leaders say are the top 2 issues they face: dipping productivity and toxic work cultures. With trends like quiet vacationing and the great detachment top of mind, it's no wonder CEOs are concerned, the platform said. Oh boy. A previous analysis by leadership consulting firm EY Parthenon showed that in the first quarter of 2023, workplace productivity fell by 2.7%. Weird, right? We're firing everybody, and it's wondering why everybody's productivity fell off. We're going through a tech cycle. We're wondering why productivity is dropping off. Weird, right? In a January survey cited in the Work Human Report, Fortune 500 CEOs ranked low productivity as their biggest organizational challenge for 2024. Meanwhile, HR Dive's Identity of HR 2024 survey, real quick, maybe if we didn't have so many damn surveys going out, productivity would go up. I'm just saying. All right. Released in April, found that the biggest challenge for HR professionals, surpassing hiring, training, and compliance, is being able to maintain a supportive, positive work culture where employees feel engaged and motivated. Now, before we get into this, I do want to speak about that because I've been hearing a lot of my clients, stuff they've been battling back and forth. And, this is a symptom of where folks are unhappy with the work that they have because of a greater malaise that's out in the culture at large. And this isn't necessarily the work thing as much as an overall culture thing across the board. We're going through a period of transition as a country where the way things were done are not the way things are going to be. And that, especially, again, throwing in AI and all these different things that we're hearing, people just are not comfortable at work because they don't know what to expect 3 years from now, let alone 6 months from now at work with all these layoffs and everything. So folks, you got to understand, this is a symptom of a greater issue. You have to understand, you're not going to get things better until the overall economy and the culture within the country gets its collective crap together. Like, that's what has to happen. And then you'll see workplaces doing better. But anyways, back at it. The Work Human Survey sheds light on a connection between productivity and work culture. Of the managers who admitted to faking activity, 69% said it's a common issue on their team. Only 37% of managers who don't fake activity, wink, don't fake activity, found it to be a problem. Now, this shows fauxductivity might be a symptom of poor culture, creating a toxic cycle of performative productivity and productivity anxiety. I really hate alliteration. Anyways, the top 2 reasons employees said they feel they need to fake activity to get a better work-life balance, 100%, and heal from burnout, 85%, point to another symptom of poor culture, low well-being, according to the report. And this is what I was talking about. Folks in the general culture, they just feel like crap right now. It doesn't matter where you're at and what you're doing. If you are involved in the popular culture in any way, shape, or form, you've got this like weight dragging on you across the board. And it shows up in work too. The impulse to fake activity due to well-being related reasons indicate that employees aren't in a culture where they feel comfortable to voice when they need to get away, Work Human noted. And this is a real thing. I talk with my clients about this pretty much every quarter. That how are you doing on getting your people time off, to include the management and the leadership as a whole? What are you doing to actively ensure people are getting that time away? And they're finding it's a struggle to get their people to take the time off they want to. And when they peel back the onion a little bit, it makes sense. A lot of them are worried about they won't have a job to come back to because there are so many layoffs happening around the country right now that people are worried if they're away, people are going to find out how to do their job without them there, and they're going to be without work. So it's a real thing, folks. One solution the report recommended is to emphasize the quality of work and results over quantity of hours spent online or at a desk. Wait a minute. Are you saying as long as people deliver on what they're supposed to deliver, we don't care how long they're actually working? So if someone's able to get the job done in 20 hours, we don't care if they're free for the other 20 hours? Is that what that's saying? That's what that's leading to. So just be aware if that's where you want to go. Just be clear on that. Now, manager involvement is also key. Of the respondents who said their managers are extremely involved, 61% said they are always engaged at work. That number drops to 26% when managers have little to no involvement in their employees' work, the survey showed. And that's pretty standard across the board. When you have a boss that's, in the trenches working with you, you tend to, again, more camaraderie, more connection, more things of that nature. Instead of having a manager, you have a leader. Now, of concern, more than half of the respondents, 54%, said that when they're not engaged, their coping strategy is to do the bare minimum to get through the day and complete what they can. For the vast majority of the working world, that's literally called doing the job. So just understand when you're saying that, what does that mean, the bare minimum? That phrase always bothers me because the bare minimum is what the job description says. If you need it to be more than that, you need to increase your job description and then look at compensation. So that's one of those concerns that I have there. Now, to improve that unsettling situation and boost efficiency, HR and business leaders may want to consider redesigning jobs to align, there you go, with evolving organizational needs. An August guide from McLean & Co. recommended, jobs aligned with company goals can improve productivity, such as minimizing the risk of error. The guide said, shouldn't all jobs align with company goals? Just right? Okay, anyways. They can also boost employee well-being by improving job clarity and autonomy, removing or streamlining redundant tasks, and addressing workload imbalance, the guide said. All right, so with that, this is one of those things that's out there. This isn't the first time I've seen an article like this. Again, link is in the description for this. One of the issues we're dealing with right now is that productivity measurement. How much are we squeezing out of every one of our employees? And the thing is, when you do this right, when you actually have your job descriptions and your jobs aligned with company goals, with operations, with the work that needs to be done, and you hire people and train them to those jobs, what you find is there isn't a need for much of this fauxductivity crap or whatever phrase they're throwing around. The people you hire are working in the jobs that they expected to do. The vast majority of reasons that people don't want to do the work that they're getting assigned is because it's not in their job description. They don't feel connected to the overall goals of the company. Frankly, it's a bullshit job. Big portions of the jobs that are out there right now are bullshit jobs. They just are. So if you're struggling with this, you need to take a deep look at your job descriptions and how you have these people working. Like, that's really what it comes down to. Okay, this fauxductivity crap, all I see is symptoms of a greater thing. Now, with that, obviously the culture piece is something we still have to figure out as a country, and we'll get through it. We always do. But until we do, you need to get your job descriptions and your work aligned. That is going to help get this fauxductivity gone and out of the zeitgeist. So with that, I hope I earned your subscription today. Be sure to like, leave a comment, share if you found this information useful. Again, thanks for stopping by. Take care, and I'll see you next time.